Oh, okay. Hello, hi. So yesterday I have talked about there's a two you original self that is you. Who knows why you are on this journey on earth, and who wants your journey to be successful, to complete your mission so you can avoid the consequences like punishment, which is really bad. Um, so best. So there's the you, original you, and there's another you that you develop since pregnancy. Your consciousness and subconsciousness is a mixture of original you and um, your ego, which is like conscious you that you built since pregnancy, since birth and pregnancy. And so let's go dive deeply into original you. I just let me summarize your conscious you, right? Uh, Last time I talked about more about your egoistic you, your conscious you, which is who you believe you are right now, which is you right now for the most of people, for the very most of people, except for who have a channel and connection with the original self, who meditate and who naturally like a not who haven't been gone through so much pain in life, who has been protected emotionally. Those people have a more channel to original self, but most of the people been through so much pain in life, um, they have developed uh, this conscious use. So there's a two type of like two not type there's two status of conscious you, which is you with the protection mode on, and you with that protection mode on, protection mode off. So I was suggesting that you turned your protection mode off, so that you can have a more connection to the original self. And when you turn the protection mode off, you are naturally want to make other people happy, and you naturally expect other people to make you happy, and you believe in life, that life is going to make all your dreams come true, um, which is very very hard current situation on earth, but it's all good challenges, isn't it? We all love challenges, right? When it's difficult, we are challenged. um, all right. So, to summarize the conscious you, there's a two type: uh, protection mode on and off. And when you have a protection mode on, your base thinking is to protect yourself and to be resentful for the pain, and you have a belief that other people can hurt you, and you start from there. And so you have a protection mode on to doubt and to judge other people, to gossip other people, to get jealous of other people, and to be anxious because you think other people can hurt you. And your anxiousness will grow and grow and grow even more as you get more pain and pain, as you live your life, more struggle and difficulties, right? And it could end you in a mental illness, and you also open a channel to the third party evil spirits to disturb you and drive you to the worst case scenario in your life journey, right? So you want to turn that protection mode off, right? And I told you the two methods to turn the protection mode off. So one method is through meditation. Meditation is all about quieting the your egoistic thinking, the protective thinking, protective thinking about and getting rid of self-pity, right? And meditation is all about quieting your ego and giving a time for original self to give you input in your life. So like as form of inspirations and form of intuition and form of happiness. So your original self will give you happiness. So this time I want to focus on talking about more original self, because the last time I talked about more conscious self, uh, egoistic self. I'm gonna call it like conscious self from now on, right? Because this is what we consciously know what life is all about. But that's not all. There's always original self. Hello, happy. So let's talk about original self, which is pretty much like mind blowing yourself. So original self is looking over you, looking after you, so you can have a beautiful journey and complete your mission. And always praying that you will listen to its intuition and its inspiration. It's always like hoping and working very hard for you to make all your dreams come true, so you can be the amazing creator on earth. So original self, um it's you, right? But that you're not aware of. But original self can talk to other original self to make your dream come true. If that's money, original self will talk to another original self to make a strategy to bring you that money that you desire. Original self will talk to other spirit and make a plan, situation, and give you intuition, inspiration to make your dream come true, whether it's a partner, whether it's your business, whether it's your dream, whether it's your belongings like houses and cars and money and happiness and all sorts of things that you desire in life, and or your life learning lesson, like a lessons. And that is probably the most important thing that original self want you to have, is the lesson that you learn from this life. And I hope everyone on this journey will have amazing lesson learned through this life, right? And these lessons are so valuable, so valuable. Either it gives you life or it gives you a destruction. The consequences is so dramatic. I really want you to have amazing consequences, amazing knowledge, amazing wisdom. And that's what I'm hoping for everyone to have. Of course, I want you to have every materialistic money, friends, partner, children, and family, and I want you to have everything that you desire. And especially money. I want you to have money, right? And how you gonna make the money come to you? So because of money, it makes everything easier. But there's no point having money if you're not gonna have knowledge, because knowledge is the most important. And then the knowledge will bring you the money and everything. And there's no point having money when you not going to have this learning knowledge. Yeah, it's very sad if you have just money. It's not a real worth. So let's talk about how your original self gonna give you everything you desire and how it works. Okay. For example, I think I'll just say my mom mm, was walking, and then there was lady in the car. She smiled at her for like 30-40 seconds and waved at her and gave her so much love. She felt instantly so blessed and so happy that someone strange on the street was doing that for her. And she called me and she thought, oh, that happened to me. It's because I changed my mindset because I want everyone to be happy. And that happened to me. Okay. That happened to her. Yeah, of course that happened to her because for that reason. But let's go dive deep into it, actually what happened, right? So that was her original self want to make her happy as soon as possible, as quick as possible. So this original self went to the soul, other original self, other spirit, and she probably a person who have a good connection with the soul and who listens to the soul very well. She probably didn't have lots of pain, so she didn't build lots of ego that is negative and toxic. So she's good at listening to her inspiration. So my mom's spirit, original self, went to the driver, the lady's spirit, and then asked the spirit, "I wanna make my this person, my mom, which is my very happy. I want to give her happiness, and I want it to be instant." So I thought your consciousness is driving in the car uh, or close to her, and I want your consciousness to wave at her and make her really happy, give her like an amazing smile for like a very long time and wave at her, and yeah, and that will make my consciousness very happy. And then so my mom's conscious original self went to her original self and asked, and then the driver's original self gave her inspiration to smile at my mom and wave at her as much as she could, like with abundant happiness and smile that that gave away without any like limitation, just like full on loving happy smile to my mom. And then my mom received it and she felt very very high, she felt respected, she felt loved, and she felt instant happiness. And that's what happens when you are willing to listen to your original self. When you turn off the protection mode, your your original self start to being active, right? So what makes your original self to be active, and what makes your original self not active? All right, lighting. So, what makes original self active is when you turn the protection mode off and you are like so happy to make other people happy. Your goal is to say the words and send the vibe to other people so you can see their smile and give them a benefit through your happy existence. Make them happy. That's your being and status when you turn the protection mode off on your conscious level. And then it activates your original self. That means you're ready to listen to it. You are channeling. You're channeling with your original self. So original self, it's like another society, right? So they they like to go around find the original people, original selves, or they like to go around find people who they can make a plan and strategy to make your dream come true, your desires come true. But if original self is not activated, they will be talking like this: hey, can I include you in this plan? It's going to make my consciousness happy and your consciousness happy. Let's do this. But then other original self will be like, our other original self will be like, you know what? No matter how much I inspire this person to act like this and talk like that, that person is not turning its ego off, its protection off. So there's no point to include me. Just do without me. Find someone else to help your consciousness. And they're deactivating themselves because they're sick and tired of your consciousness not listening to it, not listening to the just blocking the inspiration the original self gives to the consciousness. Just you guys like find someone else, like like this person is heavily relying on this egoistic pain protection mode. Ego not gonna listen to it, totally you know self-obsessed with the jealousy and um, like greed and obsession. It's not, and she doesn't even meditate to let go of all this. So there's no room for me to intervene and give her inspiration. She doesn't even sit down and relax and calm his soul and calm her soul. So I cannot do anything, so don't include me in the plan. Like find some other original self. Fine, I'll call it original self, like a self from now on, just naming it. So find the other selves to work together. So that's what happens. Sad. So that's how your dreams and desires cannot come true, because you don't make a room for original self to be active and inspire you and guide you, because you are so obsessed with your ego. You're so obsessed with your protection mode. You need to like, yeah, obsessed with making money and relationship and greed and materialistic, and you don't have a time where you totally let go and like receive original self's inspiration and direction. So your desire is not going to come true. Your the law of attraction, they say, and it's not going to work. Whatever you want, it's not going to work. That's why meditation comes really handy. When you meditate, you just say shut up to the ego. You just say shut up to the consequence, consciousness. Shut up, consciousness. Shut up, ego. I'm just gonna do nothing, think nothing, and just be on an appreciative mode. And I'm content. I am happy, just existing. And then your original self will give you so much inspiration. And all you have to do is follow through, and then everything you want will be ready. And you want to do it efficiently. If you want to do it really efficiently, heal all your pain, um, the inner pain that you receive, emotional pain you received from your parents and people and society, especially this society make everyone struggle financially, so that everyone used to the struggle instead of content and satisfaction. So everyone's like don't know what the emotional feeling of satisfaction is that well, because it's very short in life. And but then struggle is so common and so prevailed. I forgot the word. My English is not that good. uh, Prevalent. The struggle is, but this emotion, like appreciating emotion, is it's kind of like hard to focus on for a long time. But if you try to stay on this appreciative mode, that where you have the best expectation in life, then your original self, and then we'll work it out. We'll talk to the other original self and we'll send you the right person to you. If you want like $1 million, you'll find somebody who has $1 million and with the right excuses to give you the money, $1 million of money to you. And all you have to do is follow the inspiration to find the excuses to receive the $1 million. All right. If it's just like a lotto and dropped at you, it's weird, right? It's not a like good storyline. So it always want to find a good storyline, whether it's a love story, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a family. They always want to find a good story, and all you have to do is just to be part of the story to receive from your original self. Your original self is always working hard to talk to other original selves, to bring everything you want. This is the true law of attraction, right? And all you have to do is turn the protection mode off and try to quiet your mind. The time I receive visions are the time when I let go. Either two ways. I'm so happy. I don't want anything in life anymore. So I like drifting in happiness and I let go of everything, just happy that I'm existing. And or it's the other way around. I'm so sick of life. Life is too much of struggling. I'm so tired. I just want to let go. So either way. As soon as I let go, I create a room for original self to influence me, intervene. That's the true law of attraction. So let's talk about how far it can go, the original self, because I mentioned about inception, marrying a right person, uh, making right friends, making right stuff, right? And the miracles in Jesus Christ. I want to cover this topic, right? So I'm telling you, it's like an Inception movie. In Inception movie, they go into the dream to communicate with the other people to bring the certain result that they desired, they wanted it, right? It's very much like that. So your original self is like the people in dreams are talking to each other, communicating with each other. All right. For example, my mom was walking on the street, and there was a driver who driving really slowly. And if she was not the person who's not connected to original self and she doesn't follow the inspirations, she was not going to smile at her and give her big wave, big smile and waves, right? She wasn't going to follow through the inspiration, right? So you you don't want people like that in your life. You want people who don't have a protection mode on, who didn't have a bad childhood. And, because if you have a pain when you're adult, um, it's not automatic. I mean, you can turn it on as automatic. Many people do that, but it's also easy to turn it off. But if it's like abuseness in your early childhood and pregnancy, it's you don't even know it's automatically you have a protection mode on. You don't even know. So they don't even know how to turn it off. They're not even aware that they're hurting themselves and other people and making other people's life unhappy. They don't even know. So there's no point for you to do anything with them because nothing good is going to happen. All right. So when I look at a man, because I'm a woman, I always look at this quality. That person is connected to original self. How? What are the signs that person is connected to original self? That person has huge motivation to make people happy, to do good things on earth. Okay, protection mode on people, they don't want to do anything good for life because they're resenting life. Like they go like, fuck life, fuck people. I hate life. I want everyone to be unhappy. I want everyone to have a bad life because I have a bad life, and self-pity, right? So you want to avoid the people who have a self-pity, but you want to find a person who is sympathetic and want to help, don't have a self-pity, and they are happy how hard life is, how struggling the life is. They're still happy. Why? Because they're connected to their original self and they're inspired to make this move, that move, also to move. But then this protection on mode people are only inspired by third party demonic evil spirits. So they like to hurt other people. They like to say hurtful things. They like to do selfish actions, selfish decisions, right? And they doubt and they don't trust people. And so you don't want to do business with them. You don't want to be friends with them. You want to look for a person who has a lot to give. Their mindset is, of course, they want to nurture themselves, but also willing to nurture the people around them and everyone on earth, people who loves everyone on earth, and people who really appreciate life and earth giving, right? That's why the stingy people, you might want to avoid. Because in the original spiritual sense, the original self, who are not listening, connected, you are not gonna make law of attraction happen together. The souls are not connected, because your soul go to that person's soul. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do this amazing thing. Let's make all these people's wish come true. And they was like, nah, my consciousness is already so heavily influenced by third party evil spirit, and it's got protection mode, and it's scared, it's anxious, and there's no point, nothing going to happen. Okay, you try to do something with this consciousness where original self is already gave up, nothing is going to happen. Nothing good is going to happen. If anything happen, it's going to be destructive thing that's going to happen. So there's no point you wasting your time with those people, which I have wasted my time with these people, which are my parents. I wasted like 25 years and nothing really good happened until my parents, decide to throw away their ego. And believe me, this ego is like harder than diamond to break. It's as hard as diamond. If diamond doesn't break, that's the ego. Ego does not break easily. You get a hammer and break it, wow. And hopefully the knowledge will break it though. All right. Let's talk about what happens when you meditate. You turn the protection mode on, and what is the ultimate thing that you can expect besides law of attraction? It's called miracle. So let's talk about Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is the person who's famous for who caused a lot of miracles on earth. How did he do that? He aligned consciousness to original self. His original self and his consciousness is equal. And then when you are aligning your consciousness to original self, the physical self follows as well. Your physical self becomes more beautiful, and your physical self becomes more energetic. Your physical self becomes more lighter, less important. It becomes just a follower your consciousness, because your consciousness and physical self is like this, they're married together, right? So your consciousness like follows the original self, your physical self will follow. And I told you, original self can do anything, because it can talk to other original selves and make things happen like a magic, right? Also, the original self in a spiritual world, they move things by thoughts, thinking, right? So they don't have to walk. They just like a focus, I'm gonna be there, and they teleport, right? So this is where teleporting is possible in a physical world as well. When your conscious self is aligned with the original self, and then original self teleport, your consciousness can follow, and then your physical body can follow as well. And that's when the like a miracle called teleporting can happen, right? And another like a miracle of the like money as well. The money is very funny thing in spiritual concept, because in spiritual world it's more of the good, right? There's no trading between money and good, but here on physical world you trade good with the money. But it will be more like that. That's why instead of like wishing for $1 million, you have to wish for like a house, you have to wish for a car, you have to wish for that's more good than money, right? Because money doesn't exist in a spiritual world, right? But yeah, if because the money is the mean for the to buy the house, money is the mean to buy things that you want. It will come in a form of money when you wish for a house. Will come to you in a form of money when you wish for a car. So that let's talking about this miracle. How you gonna get a car, house, and holiday, and love of your life, and soulmate. How you gonna get that? Um, okay, just put the money aside. If thinking about the good, right? And then the original self will find a good storyline. Like it's always the storyline, and you have to fit into that storyline. So you have to. The direct way is best way to be one with the your original self is out of body experience. Out of body experience can happen after a certain amount of meditation, um, which I'm trying to do, which I really want to do, so I can align myself, my consciousness to original self. But oh, there's like a yeah. Anyhow, but you don't really have to. Like, if your mindset is exactly same as original self, as it moves as one, and then all the law of attraction will happen. And I want to talk about soulmate. Soulmate. How is the soulmate, like a lifelong partner between male and female, is happening, right? I like I'm telling you, I believe in soulmate. I believe in soulmate. And even in the original self, like spiritual realm, um, the souls get along better with some other souls because they have a similar consciousness. They possess similar you, possess you, and they can work better to make dreams come true. So if you meet a soulmate, things will happen much better because they work as a team. Team is always better than individual play, right? And sometimes the souls already decided that we are very compatible. We're gonna make these two people's life amazing. Give them everything they want. Sorry. Sorry, I call you back. Yeah, can I call you back? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, sure. Bye. Okay. Sorry. um so talking about soulmate, they already in the spiritual realm, they already decided that our consciousness, our souls are most compatible, and we can work the best to make all their wishes and desire come true. But then this consciousness don't know that they decided or they agreed that they found compatibleness in the spiritual realm. So you meet this person and they're going to make you meet each other somehow. One day you're going to meet your soulmate because they agreed in the soul and spiritual world. You're going to meet this person because they're going to make a storyline to meet this person, especially if you're meditating, you turn the protection mode off, you're going to meet this person, right? But you might not recognize this person. You might not want to be with this person if you have lots of egoistic thinking and you are obsessed with the protection mode on egoistic values. You might not recognize it. The best way to find your soulmate is basically protection mode off. Be happy. Try to make other people happy. Try to make yourself happy. Have the best expectation in life. And you'll meet the soulmate just like that. Easy. And you have to recognize the soulmate. Right? And other person might be way behind you. Other person does not do meditation, does not do anything you might not recognize. Yeah, and then also soulmate can change. If the two souls in the spiritual world decided, oh, we're not compatible no longer, they're not soulmates anymore. They'll find another compatible person, right? As a man, as a woman, we can make each other very happy. I mean, you can also make each other very unhappy. It's either, you know, like it has to go into the relationship theory where woman existence can make men so happy, and men's like quality like want to give to women can make women very happy and feel safe and feel provided and feel looked after and give her courage and to do more in life. And also women can do the same by being feminine, being sexual towards men, and being wise, and give men motivation to do more in life. All right. So that is the soulmate part, and we talked about Jesus Christ, the miracles. Okay, Jesus Christ was the person, the conscious level and original self and physical self was aligned. When three bits are aligned, you can walk on the water, you can turn water into wine, and you can what did he do, turn feed the 5,000 people, 3,000 people with the fishes and bread, few fishes and few bread. It's possible, you can do it too, through lots of training. Nothing's easy. Since we lost sense with the original self because our conscious mind is everything right now in this world, it's you really need a lot of training to go back to original self and align, and myself as well. So let's get rid of doubt and self-pity. Let's embrace the world even though you're bleeding at heart, emotionally bleeding at heart. Let's be brave to also, that's another thing. Be brave, be embracing, but also do not waste your time, energy with the people who's not listening to original self. Because those two original self cannot do anything. Then they cannot make any good happening in your life. Okay? If one person is connected and another person is not connected to the original self, there's two original self. Even though you really want to be with this person, this original self cannot do anything. It's like a dead end relationship. If talking about men and women or friendship, business relationship as well, it's dead end. Like these original selves cannot do anything. So do not waste your time and energy. Of course, you're gonna love them, embrace them, make them happy in the present, but make sure you make the time spent short. Make sure your effort spent is not huge. Just to make them happy with the happy words, happy smile, and then best wishes. Best wishes. And then best wishes for all of you. And I wish everyone goes to heaven and make it to the next stage in life instead of going down and being punished. That's what I want for everybody. Thank you so much. And this is part 2 of the original self. And part 1 was the conscious self. And I hope everybody have a great day. Thank you.